excellence in sports entertainment.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Light of the North, Jog Maverick, joined by 32-time Alaska Heavyweight Champion, the box office, Brady Baxter, and welcome to WWF WrestleMania 8.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, the box office, Brady Baxter, as he said, 32-time Alaska Heavyweight Champion and the best damn wrestler there's ever been.
That is right, folks. We've got an amazing 5-match card for you tonight here at WrestleMania 8, the showcase of the Immortal. WWF's biggest show of the year. I want to thank all of you for joining us tonight. We're going to be taking things through tonight. We have 5 big matches tonight. Starting off tonight is the Hitman Bret Hart versus the Snake, Jake the Snake Roberts.
And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, the build to this match has been quite intense, I'll tell you that much right now. We've been watching on TV for the past couple of weeks, Jacques.
Yes, we absolutely have. Jake the Snake's been making the Hart family's life a living nightmare, terrorizing them at every turn with Damien the Snake right by his side. He's already taken out Owen and Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
And tonight, he goes for the lead Hart, the Hitman, Bret the Hitman Hart. And we're going to go down right now, ladies and gentlemen, to the ring.
Well, here we go, folks, right into our first matchup of the evening. As
you said, Jock, this match is a very personal affair, considering what Jake the Snake has done to Bret Hitman Hart's family, and the Hart family themselves are hurting because of this man.
You're absolutely right, box office. Jake the Snake, he's a filthy, slimy, disgusting sleazeball of a man. He's got a live snake in that bag there, and he's going to look to sick it on Bret Hart tonight if he can beat the Hitman. Jake the Snake, he always says, trust me, but you never trust a snake. And that's exactly what this guy is.
Jake the Snake Roberts is one of the most psychological competitors you will ever see in a ring.
You're absolutely right. Jake the Snake makes his way to the ring here for our first matchup of the evening here at WrestleMania 8. But here comes the Hitman. Really, this is Bret Hart's chance. You know, Bret Hart wants to be the guy around here, wants that top spot that's typically held by the likes of Hulk Hogan and the Macho Man Randy Savage. But tonight, if Bret Hart could beat Jake the Snake Roberts, I think Bret Hart might have what it takes to be the face of the World Wrestling Federation.
Now, Jacques, you are from the Great White North itself. You are very familiar with the Hart family. Is that correct?
That is correct. I am the Light of the North.
And I've done my fair share of work with Bret Hart himself. You know, very good, very good. Doesn't quite have my hold abilities that I had back in my day when I was a 32-time Alaska Heavyweight Champion. But you can't expect greatness from everybody.
Yes, I remember your battles with the Iron Snowplow very well. Bret the Hitman Hart, Jake the Snake Roberts, our first matchup of WrestleMania has begun, and it starts with a strong shoulder tackle from Roberts, who now throws Bret Hart into the corner, and Bret the Hitman Hart is going to feel those strikes coming in from the Snake.
Bret Hart. Oh, like you said, his name fits to Hart as he finishes off with a big combination here on Jake the Snake Roberts.
Bret Hart is a lot smaller than Jake the Snake. His strikes aren't going to quite have the power that Roberts is going to be able to dish out. But Bret Hart has the heart. He has the determination. We've seen Bret Hart pull off gutsy performances in the past. I think of his battle very recently at Survivor Series, where he came back and almost took down the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase's team by himself if it weren't for that dastardly Ted DiBiase sneaking away with the victory to that small package. But tonight, I think Bret Hart might have just what it takes for a complete and utter victory over Jake the Snake, who hits him with a vicious knee strike. You've got to watch out for Jake the Snake's vicious DDT, though.
Oh yes, it is quite the vicious maneuver. It will put you out for a long time. And but speaking of, Bret Hart nailing the DDT out of the military press.
And Bret Hart now with a big cross body, knocking back the Snake. And look at this, Hart is unloading with right hooks, knocking Jake the Snake back, but Roberts answers back, and Jake the Snake Roberts with a massive clothesline, knocking the Hitman off of his feet for the 1-2. A kick out from the Hitman. He stays alive. It is not going to be short work like Roberts thought it might be. Bret Hart collapses on the outside of the ring. Jake the Snake is right behind him and runs through him though. Roberts now with Hart up to his feet. And into the ring post. That is a solid metal beam that Bret Hart's face just bounced off of there. Baxter, you've taken quite a bit of metal ring posts to the face. You can confirm that one hurts, doesn't it?
Oh, I can definitely confirm that for you, Jacques. But you know what? It's something that can fuel you as you get deeper into the match. The more pain you feel. Oh, Bret Hart with the small package here.
There's the one, but a kick out from Roberts. Our official somewhat out of position there. Bret Hart went for the leg drop. Jake the Snake has rolled out of the way. Goes for a clothesline. Bret Hart sidestepped, but now he's been caught with another shoulder block from Roberts. Roberts is using his advantage with his size over Hart to quite the advantage tonight, keeping the Hitman down as he is repeatedly putting his boots into the face of Hitman. Bret Hart rolls back to his feet and hits a massive crossbody on Jake the Snake. Bret Hart, no, Jake Roberts has sidestepped it, folks. There's a knee into the face from Jake the Snake Roberts. He gets the Hitman back up to his feet now, and Jake the Snake with Hart throws him across the ring into the corner now has Roberts. As he launches the Hitman across the ring.
Oh, Jake the Snake over the boot there. And now Roberts continuing the assault here.
Hitman has made his way back to his feet, but the Snake is on the attack right now, striking with venomous shots as he has a massive hip toss, and down goes the Hitman again.
Bret Hart's trying to hang on here for dear life, ladies and gentlemen. Over the top goes Hart.
Bret Hart tumbles to the floor, and Jake the Snake Roberts is standing over him. Roberts kicking the Hitman again, but Bret Hart has made his way back to his feet, and a huge clothesline is taken down Roberts. Bret Hart now, no, Jake Roberts back on the assault here once again. Knocks back Hart, no,
Not here! DDT! Right on the outside, Xander, by God!
Roberts with that vicious DDT on the floor. At this point, the countout is just mercy from Roberts. The official at the count of 7. Jake the Snake's gonna win by countout here at WrestleMania 8, but no! The Hitman's back to his feet and's rushed the ring. Roberts, clothesline!
Roberts into the cover here. 1, 2, no!
The defiance of the Hitman defending the honor of his family. Roberts gonna look to end it again, but Bret Hart counters it and drops him on the back of his head. And Bret Hart with a drop kick now knocking down Roberts. Bret Hart comes off the ropes for a crossbody. The Hitman comes off the ropes again. He's going to the top. Bret Hart punched by the Snake, and Jake Roberts sends him crashing into the center of the ring.
And now Hart's reeling, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, kick to the bend of the knee from Hart as he starts to fight back. And Hart!
Sharpshooter! Bret Hart with the sharpshooter, but Jake the Snake is in the ropes. And Roberts runs him through. Oh, Hart! With another small package. There's 2. Roberts stays alive. Bret Hart went for another leg drop, and Jake the Snake countered into a drop kick.
Jake the Snake's really has been taking control of this match for quite some time, ladies and gentlemen. My God, what a maneuvers.
The Hitman is in trouble as Roberts launches him back into the corner with a clothesline. And now Roberts with Hart back to his feet. Jake the Snake throws Bret Hart in the corner, but Bret Hart finds the counter, and the Hitman with another drop kick, knocking him down. Bret Hart now going to the top rope. Bret Hart perched up high, and Hart.
Bret Hart coming off the top, crossbody.
Bret Hart flies with the crossbody. He grabs the legs, and he snaps back the legs of Jake the Snake. Went for another leg drop, and Roberts out of the way. Jake Roberts now. No, Bret Hart finds the counter. And Bret Hart with Jake Roberts sends him off the ropes. Hart ducks under him. Gets out of the way of Roberts now, and Jake the Snake runs in. Hart, he's caught him.
Oh my God.
He's got him, Baxter. He's turned him over. The sharpshooter is in. The Snake is in trouble. Jake Roberts has nowhere to go. That sharpshooter is in.
Jake the Snake is... Well, call your mama, tell her you'll be home for dinner. This one's over, Jacques.
Jake the Snake Roberts taps out, and the Hitman, Bret Hart, gets the victory. Bret the Hitman Hart walked in with a size disadvantage, a strength disadvantage, but he had the heart and the wherewithal to catch the Snake, lock him in the sharpshooter, and Jake wasn't going to be able to slither out of this one.
Oh no, he was not able to slither out, as you said. Bret Hitman Hart came in here tonight with something to prove. That sharpshooter doing Jake the Snake Roberts in. I mean, at first, Bret Hart got beat like a rug of spring cleaning. But right now, Bret Hart's managed to turn the tide and win the match victorious at WrestleMania. Bret the Hitman Hart.
A massive victory there for the Hitman, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take you through our next match.
An impressive victory there, folks, for the Hitman Bret Hart. I see big things in his singles career from here on out. But up next, folks, we take you to a 2-on-1 handicap match, a match that has been called Andre's Last Stand. As the first ever inductee into the WWF Hall of Fame, Andre the Giant looks for one last victory at WrestleMania in a 2-on-1 handicap match against Haku, his former tag team partner, and Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Now let me tell you something. These are two of the most toughest cats you will ever see walk into the back, ladies and gentlemen. Andre the Giant, one of the biggest attraction, maybe the biggest attraction in the history of our business today. And he goes against a scary individual in Haku tonight. But tonight, as you said, is Andre's last stand. And I'm guessing we're going to leave with the hero's welcome here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But do not be too careful, because we have the old Bobby Heenan running around.
That dastardly weasel, Bobby the Brain Heenan, always has something up his sleeve. Let's go down to ringside for that matchup right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Andre the Giant's last stand. The eighth wonder of the world.
Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen.
One of the most legendary men to ever step foot in this ring. Dare I say it, possibly the most legendary man to step foot in the squared circle.
Now, if you've been riding up and down the highways and byways of the United States and all over the world like I have for the past 30 years, you have known that Andre the Giant is an attraction like no other. You put him anywhere, he's selling out arenas, they're putting in new seats. Tonight is his last stand, and I can assure you the building had to clear out every ticket possible to see Andre the Giant.
This is Andre the Giant's final match in his historic career. Tonight, he goes out with a hero's farewell, or he falls to the might and learns that it is brain over brawn from Bobby the Brain Heenan. As here comes Haku.
Haku is also a very dangerous individual. You know, one time him and I got in a fist fight in the BP bathroom.
How did that end for you, Maverick? I'm Maverick. You're Baxter. How did that end for you, Baxter?
Oh, he cleared my clock. But you want to know what? I hung on to that last bag of peanut M&Ms. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, good for you, but this is not just a one-on-one match, no, folks. This is a handicap situation that we find ourselves in here tonight. Haku, former tag team partner of Andre the Giant, once managed by Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Bobby the Brain Heenan, like you said, undoubtedly one of the most intelligent men in the history of our business. What a genius in the world of wrestling. He may be plays it a little sideways from time to time.
But tonight, Bobby the Brain Heenan has said Haku is going to rip Andre apart, and Bobby the Brain Heenan himself is going to pin Andre the Giant. But Andre hurling Haku into those ropes.
Haku now. He's thrown in. Oh! Andre taking him over. And now big stomps here, and Andre standing on the chest.
Haku, though, now has rolled back to his feet. Andre the Giant with these clubbing blows, but Haku is answering back. Haku with a kick to the face of Andre the Giant. Into a headbutt. Haku is a crazed man. As Haku with this uppercut now, he's knocked back the Giant. Andre the Giant is thrown into the corner, and Haku splashes him again.
And now, shoulder barge.
Andre has knocked him back, and Haku is being knocked into the corner. Andre the Giant throws him in the air.
Taking him up, taking him down. Jacques. And here tonight, like I said, and now, stomping the head is Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant not even budging, but Haku manages to knock him clean off his feet. Haku is doing exactly what Heenan said he would tonight, is clobbering Andre the Giant right now. Andre, though, is trying to fight back into it, and Andre the Giant dishing out these clubbing left hooks. He's thrown Haku into the corner now, and Andre,
you choking out Haku there.
Andre the Giant has got a hold of him, and Andre the Giant sends Haku in the air. Haku with a clothesline. And another, but Andre the Giant is still on his feet. Andre coming off the ropes. One elbow strike has knocked the Giant into the corner, and Haku has floored Andre again. Andre falls onto the bottom rope, having to use the ropes to pull himself up. And good Lord!
The power, the raw power of Haku coming through here tonight.
Delivers a vicious super kick there. The Giant has collapsed. Haku with Andre the Giant into the center of the ring, and Haku has lifted him to his feet. He's got him by the throat. He's trying to choke the life out of the Giant.
Haku sending Andre down to a knee, and Andre is still taller than him.
Andre the Giant has got those giant hands wrapped around the arm of Haku, but Haku has got that vicious grip, that death grip around the throat of Andre the Giant.
Andre is fading. Oh no! Come on, Andre! Come on, Andre! Come on, Andre, for the love of God, please!
Andre the Giant manages to pry his hands off of him. And the strength on display, the Giant dishes out a tombstone pile driver. He covers Haku, and Bobby the Brain Heenan kicks him.
And Bobby Heenan tried to... Heenan taking liberties.
And Heenan ducks out of the ring before Andre can get his hands on him. The little weasel, Bobby Heenan. Oh, now Haku has caught Andre. He throws him off the ropes. And they bounce off of one another. There's another clothesline. Haku is keeping down Andre the Giant. Andre runs at him, but Haku gets the knees up, and Haku takes him down. And now Haku with the Giant down. Haku
waiting for something big here, ladies and gentlemen.
Throwing Andre into the corner. Running cross body. Down goes Andre. Andre's fallen out of the ring. And Haku wants him back in this ring. He wants to finish Andre off himself. He's got him back to his feet. Andre the Giant answering with a kick into the sternum and just clobbers Haku.
And now Andre on the chest again.
Andre the Giant lifts him up and Haku punches him in the face. Haku now throwing Andre back into the ring. Andre the Giant in some trouble. Haku dishes out another super kick. And the tag is made. The Brain is in. Bobby Heenan covers Andre for 1. No!
Bobby Heenan.
Andre the Giant is kicked out at 1. And Bobby Heenan.
Heenan's looking at Haku. Heenan's running toward. No! Oh, no, 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 no.
The Brain is all alone.
Haku goes down. Oh! And Heenan's alone with Bobby. Oh, Heenan's alone with Andre the Giant.
Andre getting revenge for years. And years of torment. Body slam to Bobby the Brain Heenan. And Andre the Giant.
Big boot.
Turns him over. Sits out on him. But the Giant's not done. Heenan's not felt enough of Andre's wrath. Haku is down. Haku is out. And Andre the Giant with the elbow lays across Heenan. 2, 3. Andre the Giant wins.
Andre wins this very important last match to him.
What a win for Andre the Giant. The most legendary name in all of professional wrestling. The biggest legend in the World Wrestling Federation. The first inductee into the WWF Hall of Fame. Andre the Giant is your winner. What a victory for Andre tonight. And now the Giant gets to ride off into the sunset.
A great victory there and a fantastic hero send-off for Andre the Giant. I gotta tell you, it was great to see Bobby Heenan get what was coming to him.
You said it, Maverick. Bobby Heenan, one of the biggest weasels in the history of our industry, but also one of the most brilliant men, could not, unfortunately, lead Haku to victory. That does not mean they don't have a big future ahead of them here in the World Wrestling Federation.
You're absolutely right. But with that victory for Andre, we are in for our halfway point of the night. And it is time for the WWF Intercontinental Championship to be on the line as Rowdy Roddy Piper, the Hot Rod, takes on Ravashing Rick Rude for that prestigious Intercontinental Championship. The Hot Rod has really been a fan favorite as of late, but you know he's still got some dastardly tactics up his sleeve against Ravashing Rick Rude.
You know, I am only saying this because I know the truth. Roddy Piper can't hang with Rick Rude anymore. Rick Rude is a reflection of perfection. He's the man who gets all the attention. He's got bar plates. He's sweeter than German chocolate cake. And tonight he is going to take Roddy Piper right out to the old folks' home.
Well, let's head down to ringside and see what Rowdy Roddy Piper and Rick Rude have got in store.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is our first championship match of the evening now. It is time for the WWF Intercontinental Championship.
Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen.
It's the Hot Rod, Rowdy Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper, a divisive man to say the least.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This little skirt-wearing freak is out here right now. Look at him, Xander. Who would do such a thing?
Rowdy Roddy Piper, the Hot Rod. He and I, we may have never seen face to face, but we were talking earlier in the night, and he said, let me tell you, Maverick, tonight is the night. Tonight is the night I'm going to choke Rick Rude out, and I'm going to be the new WWF Intercontinental Champion. Whether these people here tonight like it or not, the Hot Rod is about to have gold.
Hot Rod.
Rowdy
Tell you what, Xander, if it wasn't for this man, if it wasn't for this jerk, I could have been top babyface in Portland for 20 years.
Hot Rod is here, and the Hot Rod is looking to become the WWF Intercontinental Champion. But here comes the man who says he's the only real man around here. The Intercontinental Champion, Ravashing Rick Rude.
Oh yeah, baby. You know, Xander, I mean Jacques, I mean Mavericks. Anyway, I trained with Rick Rude to help him get ready for this match. You know, we start off every day like 250 pounds each. Alright, then me and him go running after getting a steak and 10 egg whites. About 10 miles. About 10 miles, I said. He is in peak physical form tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, Ravashing Rick Rude is here. Keep in mind who Ravashing Rick Rude defeated to become the WWF Intercontinental Champion. He did something very few people have done in the past. This man dethroned the Ultimate Warrior.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And now he's here tonight, simply ravishing.
The WWF Intercontinental Champion.
A reflection of perfection, if I do say so myself, Xander.
Well, Rick Rude is here tonight, ready to defend here at WrestleMania 8. There it is, the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. The challenger tonight, the Hot Rod, Rowdy Roddy Piper. And the champion, Ravashing Rick Rude. This is our first title match of the night, folks, before our main event later tonight of the Macho Man versus Mr. Perfect for the WWF World title. But now, the official holds up the Intercontinental Championship, and this is what the Hot Rod and Ravashing Rick Rude fight for.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Hot Rod into a cover off the
No.
boy.
No. And Rick now, tripping him up. And look at him, Xander. Look at the definition on those triceps and biceps. Like I said, reflection of perfection. That's what you get from training with the box office, baby.
Well, Roddy Piper is lighting up Ravashing Rick Rude right now, but Rude answering back. Rick Rude has grabbed hold of Roddy Piper. He's lifted him up. He's got him up for this big hanging suplex, and Ravashing Rick Rude is showing off his strength by stalling the suplex on the Hot Rod, and he nails him with a big standing suplex there. He goes into the cover. Rick Rude for the one. There's the kick out from Roddy Piper.
Yeah, he did squats with him. Rick Rude's a total squat freak. I mean, obviously, he has nothing on my record, but you know.
Well, Roddy Piper takes a tumble to the outside. Now Ravashing Rick Rude has grabbed hold of the Hot Rod, and he hits him with a knee into the face. Tonight's going to be a battle to find out who is the more dastardly villain of these two men. We know both of these men resort to underhanded tactics, but it's quite strange, Baxter, because these people have seemed to take a liking to Roddy Piper for how much of a dastardly villain he can be, as he pokes him in the eyes and he hits a drop kick on the floor.
Dastardly villains? What are you talking about? Rick Rude and I just last week were helping children passing out blankets. Okay? I don't want to hear this. He is a humanitarian, and he's in there right now with a total scumbag who wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire.
Well, Ravashing Rick Rude has put Roddy Piper into the ropes, and the Hot Rod being sent off the ropes now. What a knee strike there from the Ravashing Rick Rude, and the Intercontinental Champion for the one. Another kick out from the Hot Rod. And now Roddy is caught with another knee strike from Rick Rude. Rude has got him back up to his feet here, and now Rude is firing away on him. He's lighting up the Hot Rod with kicks and punches, but Piper into the hip toss has sent Rick Rude to the outside. Rude recoiling. Hot Rod punches him in the face, and that one has dazed him. Piper's got him back to his feet, and Piper with the Bulldog takes him down. You talk about...
No. Okay, thank God.
Rick Rude with the shoulders up. Hot Rod is no stranger to the big stage of WrestleMania. At the very first WrestleMania, he main evented the show against Hulk Hogan and Mr. T. He boxed Mr. T the very next year. Hot Rod Rowdy Roddy Piper has done it all here in the World Wrestling Federation, and tonight he looks to win that prestigious Intercontinental Championship, the likes of which Macho Man Randy Savage, the Ultimate Warrior, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and many others have held in the past. Roddy Piper looks to add his name to that list.
Be an absolute disgrace. It would be a disgrace, Jacques.
Wait a minute, Rick Rude has got a hold of that kendo stick, that Singapore cane. He's trying to get himself disqualified here, Baxter.
He's trying to defend himself. He's trying to defend himself against a total maniac.
Oh, he's managed to hit Piper with it, and somehow the official has not seen it. Piper's rolled out of the way, and Piper has managed to get a shot in the throat.
Xander, I didn't see anything. Why are you being so speculative?
Hot Rod has knocked Rick Rude into the barricade, and Rick Rude launched into the steel. Hot Rod now getting him back to his feet. The Hot Rod launches him back into the ring. Rowdy Roddy Piper is looking to end this one with a massive chop. He's lighting up the chest of Rick Rude. Rick Rude is reeling at the moment here. Rick Rude knocked back. Hot Rod Rowdy Roddy Piper knocks him back. Rick Rude, though. Oh, man. A pile driver to Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Cover him. I think the pile driver was enough. The way that pile driver hit Xander. Oh!
He was thinking Rude awakening. Roddy Piper with the power slam.
But how much regroup can he truly be, Xander?
As now Piper into a bulldog choke. No!
I'm gonna tell you something about those pile drivers, Xander. It's like when you're a kid and you break the window with a baseball and your grandmother hits you in the head with a cast iron skillet. That's what getting hit with that pile driver feels like.
Well, I'm sure you know a thing or two about that, as the Ravashing Rick Rude launches Roddy Piper and hits him with a knee strike, taking him down.
Oh! Come on, Rude!
As Piper is kicking him down. And now Rowdy Roddy Piper has launched him into the ring post. Throws him back into the ring. Hot Rod gets Rude back up to his feet. And there's a big chop attempt with a counter. Rick Rude with a jab. No, Roddy Piper finds the counter and throws him over himself. Roddy Piper now with Rick Rude. Throws him off the turnbuckle and then down he goes.
What are you saying to me? Huh? He's gesturing to me, Xander. He wants a piece, I guess.
Well, I'd love to see what you could do against the Hot Rod.
Oh, I bet you would.
I'd love to see him shut you up like he did back in Alaska. As now Piper has got a figure four leg lock in on Ravashing Rick Rude. Rowdy Roddy Piper to make the Ravashing Champion tap out and become Intercontinental Champion. No! Rick Rude has fought his way out of the figure four leg lock. A vicious maneuver, the likes of which the American Dream Dusty Rhodes and the Nature Boy Ric Flair have made famous. Roddy Piper went for a big swing to Rick Rude, but Rick Rude has him by the shoulders and he's trying to take down the Hot Rod.
Come on, Rude!
Roddy Piper goes down. Hot Rod is down with an elbow strike to Rick Rude, knocking him back now. Sidesteps does Piper, he chops Rick Rude, and again. Rowdy Roddy Piper with a punch to the face takes him down, and Roddy Piper shoved back by Rick Rude. Into a cover now, Rick Rude for the 1, 2. No, a kick out from Rowdy Roddy Piper. The Hot Rod stays alive. Rick Rude grabs onto Roddy Piper, kicks him in the ribs, and Rick Rude has him up on his shoulders. Rude spikes him on his shoulders.
I taught him that, Xander.
Rick Rude into the cover for the 1, 2. No, a kick out from the Hot Rod. Rick Rude has Roddy Piper down. He bends back the arm and stomps it. Choking him out now is Rick Rude. Roddy Piper is down. Ravashing Rick Rude picks him up, and Rude going for another pile driver to the Hot Rod. Rowdy Roddy Piper is out. Cover for the 1, 2. No! Roddy Piper with the shoulders up.
Come on, ref. He scrambled what little brains the man had left.
Roddy Piper is thrown over the top rope, and Rick Rude goes to the outside. He's retrieved that Singapore cane once again. Decides against using it, though. And Hot Rod. Oh, look at this. He's thrown Rick Rude off of the ring apron. And Hot Rod.
That's a dangerous fall to put on another competitor.
Oh, the Hot Rod's
What was
low.
that?
The referee didn't see it.
What on earth was that?
The referee did not see Rick Rude use the Singapore cane. He did not see Roddy Piper strike the ravishing jewels of Rick Rude.
We've been training for months for this man to cheat.
Roddy Piper into that sleeper.
No!
The sleeper
No,
is
please!
in. Rude turns it into a jawbreaker.
Thank God!
And ravishing Rick Rude sends the Hot Rod off the ropes for a hip toss of his own. He's got Hot Rod down. Rowdy Roddy Piper is in trouble. Rude has turned Piper over for the cover. There's the 1. No! The Hot Rod has stayed alive. Hot Rod, Rowdy Roddy Piper in the corner. Rick Rude sending his shoulders into Piper, using the referee's 5 count to the fullest extent of the moment, putting the boots to the Hot Rod. Piper is down, and Rick Rude with a stomp into the arm of Rowdy Roddy Piper, turning him over. Rick Rude grabs Roddy Piper, and Rick Rude with a double axe handle takes him down. Roddy Piper fights back to his feet now, and Piper is lighting him up with these big right hooks now, knocking back Ravashing Rick Rude. Roddy Piper into the sleeper, and Ravashing Rick Rude. He's out! He's out! It's over, Baxter. He's out.
Come on! For the love of God!
The Hot Rod is the WWF Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion.
Biggest travesty since Archduke Ferdinand.
Rowdy Roddy Piper has done it, folks. The Hot Rod is your new Intercontinental Champion. You can see there, he locked in that sleeper hold, and Rick Rude's arms were down. The referee called for the bell, and Rick Rude, somebody wake him up and tell him what's happened. Your winner and the new Intercontinental Champion in the World Wrestling Federation, the Hot Rod, Rowdy Roddy Piper. A massive victory there for Rowdy Roddy Piper tonight.
One day I'm gonna get you, scumbag!
You've just progressively taken up more and more of the frame every time. Like you're just next thing you know in the main event, I'm gonna be like all the way over here. All right. So next is the second last match, Shawn and Taker. And the way we're announcing this one is the Barber Shop happened like 6 months earlier than normal. So this is Shawn's big breakout.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 months ago, our man, Shawn Michaels, sent the jughead Marty Jannetty right through the window where he should have. Well, I mean the dumpster. And tonight, we get to see the Heartbreak Kid take on one new talent, one of the biggest phenoms, a young phenom in our industry today.
That is right. Shawn Michaels, now calling himself the Heartbreak Kid, formerly a rocker. Now the Heartbreak Kid finds himself one-on-one tonight in his first big singles test of his young career against The Undertaker, who made an impressive debut not that long ago here in the World Wrestling Federation, back at Survivor Series, being part of Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man's big team on that night.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So tonight we have two of the youngest stars in the semi-main event of WrestleMania 8, and we're going to go down to the ring right now to see it.
It is our second to last matchup of the night here, folks, at WrestleMania 8. as here comes the newly christened Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Like you said, like we said when we were recapping this match, 6 months ago, Michaels put the Jughead Jannetty right through right through the glass windows.
Sent him crashing through the Barber Shop window, killing the Rockers once and for all. And Shawn Michaels, this young man looking to propel himself into superstardom tonight.
Ever since then, he's become, as you said, the Heartbreak Kid. All about the parties, the women, the money. I know! I've been out there doing it with him! We both get into the Billy gimmick.
The Heartbreak Kid is here. Shawn Michaels tonight with a huge opportunity to make a massive name for himself here in the World Wrestling Federation. Potentially, we have a new Intercontinental Champion. Perhaps Shawn Michaels could turn his attention to the Hot Rod with a victory tonight, or maybe even set his sights bigger on the winner of the Mr. Perfect versus Macho Man match coming up later tonight. But he's got to take on a man who walks in tonight to his second ever WrestleMania. The dead man, the phenom from Death Valley, The Undertaker.
The Undertaker. A man. Like you said, a phenom. A force of nature almost, Xander. Jacques. So take a minute. Like you said though, Jacques. A force of nature in the ring. He's such a scary individual. It almost gives me flashbacks to Iwo Jima. I'll tell you that right now.
The Undertaker. That slow, methodical walk down to the ring we've become used to over the last 2 years of the dead man being here in the World Wrestling Federation. The Undertaker approaching the ring.
Truly, ladies and gentlemen, a man whose presence fills the arena. You can feel this right now. The tension is so thick in here, you can cut it with a knife. I feel like I'm in a sauna with all of you people. It's gross.
The dead man would achieve victory in his WrestleMania debut just 1 year ago. Tonight, he looks for yet another victory. Here at the grandest stage there is, the showcase of the Immortals. The Undertaker has been quite the impressive star here in the World Wrestling Federation, making a name for himself very early into his career here. Breaking into the scene as part of the $1 Million Man's $1 Million Survivor Series team. Back at Survivor Series not that terribly long ago, and since then he's been big and scary. I hate to use this phrasing, but the man we saw moments ago, the new Intercontinental Champion Rowdy Roddy Piper, said this during The Undertaker's first ever match. He's big, he's scary, but he's stupid. Now, I wouldn't be caught dead saying things like that to The Undertaker, or he'd make me a dead man walking just like he is. I say that, but then again, Baxter, I think you'd like to see me be a dead man walking.
Oh, I definitely would, I definitely would, Chuck. But, you know, then I'd be forced to deal with someone else annoying out here.
Well, now tonight, this is a battle for the ages. Two men who will carry this industry into the future, as many people have said. Part of the new generation, Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker. The Undertaker sending Michaels down, sends him across the ring into the corner, and The Undertaker, with Shawn Michaels, putting the boot into the face of the Heartbreak Kid. Shawn Michaels goes down, and The Undertaker puts a boot to his face. Undertaker goes for an elbow drop. Shawn Michaels gets out of the way, and there's a forearm strike and a kip up from HBK. Shawn Michaels kips up again. This young man, Shawn Michaels from Texas, gets knocked into the ropes by The Undertaker, and The Undertaker, clubbing blows to the back, takes down Shawn Michaels. Goes for an elbow drop. Shawn Michaels out of the way. The Heartbreak Kid went for a crossbody, but The Undertaker swats him away again. Shawn Michaels is caught, and The Undertaker, look at the strength of the Phenom, with a knee into the back.
Now, Shawn, bounces off the ropes there. Full impact from The Undertaker. Undertaker, into the corner there. Clothesline connects. Now, big leg drop there. Undertaker being the snot-ass Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels now trying to fire back on the dead man. Shawn Michaels, he might regret this fight. The Undertaker might knock some teeth down his throat. For all we know, Shawn Michaels may have to go get some dental work done from Isaac Yankum after this matchup, as the Undertaker strikes him repeatedly. Taking him down now, the Undertaker grabs onto Shawn, choking him out in the ropes. The dead man launches Shawn Michaels back into the center of the ring. And now the Undertaker with a leg drop to the Heartbreak Kid. Goes for an elbow. Shawn Michaels has gotten out of the way. And now Shawn Michaels comes off the ropes with a crossbody to the Phenom. The Undertaker goes down and Shawn Michaels lifts him back up to his feet. There's a drop kick. He staggered him. A forearm strike has dropped him. Shawn Michaels now an atomic drop into a body slam has dropped the dead man. Shawn Michaels now, the Heartbreak Kid is up. He's perched atop the highest parts. He's looking to fly to the heavens, Baxter. He misses the elbow drop.
Shawn Michaels so athletic in there, Xander. Truly a marvel to behold. Oh, big boot from the dead man.
The Undertaker lifts him up, and now the Undertaker lighting up the chest of the Heartbreak Kid once again. Shawn Michaels sent crashing down. Undertaker lifts him back up to his feet. There's a right hook knocking him down again. Went for an elbow strike, nobody home. Shawn Michaels flies in. There's a counter from the Undertaker, and the Undertaker went for continuously able to swat away Shawn Michaels, who's significantly smaller than the Undertaker, but Shawn Michaels is up, and the Undertaker slammed him down.
Undertaker with a body slam. Big elbow there from the dead man coming down.
The dead man comes off the ropes. Went for the leg drop. It connects to the Heartbreak Kid. Shawn Michaels is down. The Undertaker went for an elbow. Shawn Michaels out of the way. Hits the forearm again and a kip up. Shawn Michaels with a clothesline knocks him down. HBK getting him back to his feet, and the Heartbreak Kid with the Undertaker over the top rope. Shawn Michaels now stuns him into the ropes, taking down the Undertaker. And Shawn Michaels tries to fly, but the Undertaker with the counter. The Undertaker lifts the Heartbreak Kid back to his feet, throws him into the barricades, and the Undertaker lifts up Shawn Michaels and drops him.
And now Undertaker picks him up. Oh, off the apron there. And now, Undertaker throwing him down.
Undertaker taking down the Heartbreak Kid. He's got Shawn Michaels back to his feet. Shawn Michaels in trouble. The Undertaker has a hold of him, throws him back into the ring. Undertaker now has Shawn Michaels down, lifts him back up to his feet, and the Undertaker kicks Shawn Michaels in the ribs. The Undertaker has lifted up Shawn Michaels for the devastating last ride. For the 1, 2.
It's over. Oh! The kid proving he's got heart in him. Now picking him up again. Xander, look out! Tombstone pile driver.
The Undertaker connects with a tombstone. He goes for the cover, but the referee is called for a rope break. Shawn Michaels' feet under the ropes. A rookie error there from the Undertaker. He's still very new to the World Wrestling Federation. And as Roddy Piper said, he doesn't have the most brains in that dead head of his, as there's a chop block from Shawn Michaels. Michaels flies in with a forearm and kicks back up to his feet. Shawn Michaels goes for a crossbody, and the Undertaker out of the way for a big boot connects. The Undertaker now with an elbow drop to Shawn Michaels, takes him down. Went for a leg drop, Shawn out of the way. And Shawn Michaels now went for a crossbody. Undertaker manages to knock him away again. Undertaker with a boot to the Heartbreak Kid. The Undertaker now with a leg drop continues to wail on the Heartbreak Kid. Shawn Michaels out of the way. The Undertaker is caught for a neck breaker from HBK. Shawn Michaels has gone to the top rope. The Undertaker sends him off the top and nails a leg drop.
Undertaker picks up Shawn. Oh, big hit to the gut of Shawn Michaels.
The Undertaker has him down. There's a kick attempt. Shawn Michaels, crossbody. The Undertaker has gone down. Shawn Michaels has the Undertaker down and kicks him in the ribs. Shawn Michaels now grabs hold of the Undertaker, launches him into the corner, and Shawn Michaels, right hook connecting. Shawn Michaels firing away on the Undertaker, kicking him down, knees into the ribs. The Undertaker is down. Shawn Michaels has him down. And now Shawn Michaels to the top rope. Looking to end it here. Shawn Michaels going to look to fly. The Undertaker is
Crossbody.
Crossbody from Shawn Michaels to the Undertaker. And the Heartbreaker, the Heartbreak Kid, has got the dead man down. The Undertaker keeps getting up though. Shawn Michaels with a boot to the face. But the Undertaker keeps getting back to his feet for another forearm from Shawn Michaels, who kicks back up, and the Undertaker is still standing. Undertaker caught with a right hook from Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels has got him down, but the Undertaker fights back and sends Shawn into the corner. Undertaker grabs hold of Shawn Michaels, and the Undertaker slams him down. Shawn Michaels is down. The Undertaker lifting him back to his feet. Undertaker with Michaels into the corner. Undertaker runs in, goes for right hook, countered by the Heartbreak Kid. Shawn Michaels with a crossbody knocks down the dead man. And the Undertaker is a dead man walking. He's a dead man rising. And now the Undertaker, he keeps getting up. Shawn Michaels, he can't manage to keep the dead man down. There's another neck breaker from Shawn Michaels. But the Undertaker, look at this. Look at this, Baxter. Have you ever seen a man keep getting up from this much punishment the way the Undertaker is?
No, I haven't seen her. It's very, very hard to look at.
The Undertaker rolls to the outside, and Shawn Michaels crashes and burns, trying to fly to the outside.
Going back into the ring.
As back into the ring, there's a kick from the Undertaker. Leg drop to Shawn Michaels. Now the Undertaker kicking him down. Shawn Michaels rolls back to his feet. Forearm strike connects. Shawn Michaels kicks back up to his feet. Oh, hold on a minute. He went towards the corner, but the Undertaker's rising again. Shawn with another forearm. Shawn Michaels has got the dead man down, but the Undertaker keeps rising. Keeps rising like a dead man. Undertaker. Oh, here we go. Shawn Michaels is tuning up the band. Brady. For some sweet chin music. No! And the Undertaker has him on his shoulders. Undertaker with Michaels in his arms has him up for the Tombstone Pile Driver. For the 1, 2, 3.
That Tombstone Pile Driver, the way Shawn landed on his head there. Jacques, tell you what, he fell harder than Olivia Oberon fell for Gregory Peck. I'll tell you that.
The Undertaker picks up a win in his second WrestleMania match. A massive victory there for the dead man. The second of what I'm sure will be many to come down the road. The Undertaker has put down the Heartbreak Kid, but Shawn Michaels, I'm sure this is not the last we have seen of him.
Undertaker managed to dodge the sweet chin music. Shawn was trying to kick him harder than he kicked the raccoon trying to get into your home. But Undertaker managed to dodge it a lot like that raccoon. And then he would win this match.
Well, our main event is just moments away. Let's take you through what is coming for our main event.
A huge victory there for The Undertaker, his second WrestleMania victory in a row. And, well, the heartbreak for the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. But I'm sure that is far from the last time we will see those two clash here in the World Wrestling Federation. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is what you came here for tonight. Up next is our main event of the evening for the WWF Championship. Mr. Perfect Curt Hennig, the World Wrestling Federation Champion, against the Macho Man Randy Savage.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Two of the most charismatic in-ring abilities in the world today is going to collide in the main event of WrestleMania. And I personally believe it will be the man who has, his name says it perfectly, Perfect his entire career. Mr. Kurt Hennig, former AWA World Champion in his own right, former WWF Intercontinental Champion in his own right. And tonight, he's going to add the World Wrestling Federation Championship and knock that Slim Jim down a peg.
Well, I talked to the Macho Man earlier tonight, and he said he is feeling good. He talked about he is the cream of the crop, and the cream always rises to the top. Macho Man says he's going to fly off that top rope and deliver a heart-stopping elbow off that top rope to Mr. Perfect and walk out tonight as the new World Wrestling Federation Champion. We know the Macho Man knows a thing or two about being the WWF Champion, as of course when the Mega Powers collided just a few years ago, he walked in against Hulk Hogan, but before that, the previous year, he did win the vacant WWF Championship against the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
That's right, he did, Xander. But tonight, it's all about the one-on-one match. Perfect and the Macho Man getting in there and settling their differences once and for all for the WWF World Championship.
Who's Xander?
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is your main event of WrestleMania 8. We've opened the dome on the arena tonight. The WWF World Championship is on the line. And here comes the challenger. One of the most legendary men in the WWF, the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Macho Man, one of the people I respect most, but tonight he's up against a man who's literal perfection.
The Macho Man Randy Savage has been to the top of the mountain again, and like the cream of the crop, he wants to rise to the top. The Macho Man is making his way to the ring. The Macho Man is feeling the macho madness. He's feeling the love of all the macho maniacs in the crowd. He's looking to soar to the skies. He is looking to do this tonight, become the WWF Champion. Dig it, as he would say. The Macho Man is here.
And he is then Macho Man Randy Savage, of course, an outlaw wrestler. And look at how far he's come.
Tonight is the night for the Macho Man. The main event of WrestleMania, somewhere he has been before. But now tonight, his opponent is the WWF World Champion, the World Wrestling Federation Champion. He is the embodiment of perfection. Mr. Perfect is here. That beautiful championship around his waist. Mr. Perfect is making his way down to the ring.
Mr. Perfect, as I said, a reflection of perfection, much like Rick Rude. A man whose every single move he ever does, perfect in every way, shape, and form. And let me tell you something. I saw him in the AWA. I saw some of the things he would do there. It was quite a spectacular. I've been on the road with him quite a few times, and let me tell you, he stays in nothing but the finest motels and hotels you will ever see in your entire life.
Well, tonight is the night for Mr. Perfect. The pressure is on. He is here, the main event of WrestleMania.
Every piece of gum he chews is at least worth $10.
There it is, the World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship. The Macho Man has been there before. He won it many years ago in the finals of the tournament against the $1 Million Man. And now tonight, the Macho Man, Randy Savage, is the challenger. And his opponent, as my colleague continuously refers to him, the embodiment of perfection. He is the WWF World Wrestling Federation World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Perfect.
Here we are, Xander.
This is it, our main event of the evening. This is what this whole evening is led to. Hart and Roberts, Andre's Last Stand, Rude and Piper, Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. All of it is led to this main event The WWF title is on the line. It is Savage and Perfect. Here we go. The bell has rung and the Mr. Perfect is lighting up the Macho Man. He lunges him across the ring. Macho Man makes his way back to his feet. There's a kick attempt. He's caught with a hip toss from the Macho Man. And Savage with an elbow, taking down Perfect. Macho Man Randy Savage now brings a knee into the head of Mr. Perfect again. Perfect is down. Savage lifts him back to his feet. Macho Man Randy Savage with Mr. Perfect into the corner. And Savage grabs hold of Perfect. There's a knee strike and another. And another. Savage knocking him back, and a double axe handle takes down Perfect. He's turned over now for a cover. There's the one, but a kick out from Mr. Perfect.
Now, oh, Mr. Perfect being tagged. Come on, Perfect. We're now throwing Macho Man to the outside.
Macho Man has been thrown outside. The sun beating down on him. As I said, we've opened for the main event. We've opened the dome to the arena. We want the world to hear WrestleMania echo through their city. As now Mr. Perfect has taken down the Macho Man. And Mr. Perfect with a knee strike taking him down. Macho Man being picked back up to his feet. Mr. Perfect with a right hook and another. Savage answers back. Macho Man with a knee strike. Macho Man Randy Savage knocks him down, and Savage with Perfect in some trouble here. Macho Man Randy Savage sends him face first into that steel guardrail. Nothing between Perfect's head and that steel railing. As Macho Man throws him back into the ring, Savage knows he can only win this match by pinfall or submission. If he takes a count out or a disqualification, he will not win the World Wrestling Federation Championship. Savage has got Perfect down. Savage with an elbow drop onto him, but not from the top. Macho Man has yet to come from the heavens tonight.
Come on, Perfect. Get in this here. Oh, the chops radiating again. Perfect needs to gain control here of this matchup. Come on, Perfect. Now Perfect, bouncing him off the ropes. They're digging right there into the spine. And the knees coming from Macho Man's head. Perfectly placed, as always, from Mr. Perfect himself. And now Perfect getting him up for that fireman's carry.
He had the Macho Man up, but Savage finds the counter. Macho Man Randy Savage now with for a knee strike. Mr. Perfect slides out of the way. Mr. Perfect is caught him. He's taken him down. And Mr. Perfect takes out the legs of the Macho Man. And he's going out to the knee now. Macho Man is in trouble. Mr. Perfect working over the legs. Mr. Perfect, no. Macho Man rolls out of the way. The Macho Man is up. Mr. Perfect with a knee to the face from the Macho Man. And Savage pulls Mr. Perfect in. Macho Man Randy Savage with a suplex, taking him down.
Nothing compared to anything Mr. Perfect can do in terms of a suplex.
Mr. Perfect is thrown in the corner, and the Macho Man has a hold of him. Macho Man has gone up. He wants these people to count how many times he will punch Mr. Perfect in the face. There's the fourth. He's up to 5. Mr. Perfect is feeling the effects, but he's pushed him away at 5. It's not a perfect 10, like Curt Hennig would want. As now Mr. Perfect puts Macho Man in the ropes. Mr. Perfect is knocked back. Macho Man has pulled him in for a small package on Mr. Perfect for the 1, 2, a kick out. Now there's a kick. Mr. Perfect is down. Macho Man with the kicks. Mr. Perfect with a drop toe hold has taken down the Macho Man. Randy Savage getting back up to his feet though, and Macho Man with a kick to the ribs. And again, Macho Man Randy Savage is caught. Mr. Perfect takes out the knee. Has turned him around now, and Mr. Perfect with Savage for a back body drop.
That back body drops in there. It can be so disorienting. It can be more disorienting than your wife leaving you for the iron snowplow.
As now Macho Man Randy Savage hitting a little close to home, it would seem there for my broadcast colleague. Macho Man is bringing in the clothesline. He's come off the ropes. He hits a massive clothesline onto Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect is down. The Macho Man is on top in this matchup at the moment. There's a chop. Savage has got a hold of Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect has him up, and Perfect with Savage throws him into the center of the ring. Into a cover now, Mr. Perfect for the cover. There's the 1, the 2, the kick out from the Macho Man. Savage is caught with an elbow to the back of the skull. Mr. Perfect getting him back up to his feet. As time goes on, who does it favor more? There's a vicious DDT.
Breaking Macho Man's face. Maybe to look better after reconstruction.
Macho Man Randy Savage is down. He's been picked back up. There's a chop. Mr. Perfect is coming in with an uppercut. Macho Man Randy Savage goes down. The Macho Man is down. Mr. Perfect is pulling back on him, and Mr. Perfect... No! The Macho Man with the counter. And Macho Man taking him down with an atomic drop. Mr. Perfect is down. Macho Man with an knee strike into the face of Mr. Perfect. Macho Man Randy Savage lifts him back to his feet, and Savage with Perfect into the corner. Macho Man grabs a hold of him up to the top rope. Macho Man... No! Mr. Perfect found the counter again. Oh, hold on a minute, Baxter. Here it comes.
Here we go. Perfect Plex. 2. No! How can that be, ref? Come on now.
Macho Man Randy Savage is kicked out of the Perfect Plex. Somehow, some way. Up to the middle rope now. Mr. Perfect taking him down off the middle rope. And Mr. Perfect saying it's time for the perfect end to a perfect WrestleMania main event. He's picked the Macho Man up. Macho Man finds the counter. And Macho Man Randy Savage is firing away. He's knocked him back. There's a chop. Macho Man Randy Savage is lighting him up. Mr. Perfect throws him into the corner, and down goes the Macho Man. Cover, but Macho Man's foot under the bottom rope. Macho Man Randy Savage is caught with a right hook. Into a cover now from Mr. Perfect for the 1.
Come on, Perfect.
2. No, another kick out from Macho Man. Macho Man Randy Savage is picked back up to his feet. Mr. Perfect has the legs and takes him down. Mr. Perfect taking down the Macho Man Randy Savage, who pushes him away. Macho Man Randy Savage getting Mr. Perfect back up to his feet. He's got a hold of him now, and Mr. Perfect thrown into the corner. Macho Man. Knee into the ribs, and again, Macho Man Randy Savage throws him into the center of the ring, into a bulldog. Macho Man lifting Mr. Perfect back up to his feet. And Macho Man Randy Savage puts him in the corner. Savage bringing the knees into the ribs yet again. Macho Man is caught. Mr. Perfect in trouble. Savage sends him back into the corner with a jab. And now Savage. Oh, head first up the turnbuckle goes Perfect. Macho Man Randy Savage is lighting him up, and Macho Man with Mr. Perfect again. Well, he couldn't punch him 10 times, but now he's looking to slam his head into that turnbuckle 10 times. There's 9. There's that 10th. That's a perfect 10 if you ask me.
Come on, Perfect.
The Macho Man's put him in the corner with a knee strike. Macho Man taking the boot to Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect is down. Macho Man Randy Savage getting him back to his feet, and the Macho Man saying it's over, it's his time. With a jab, went for another. Mr. Perfect counters into a chop of his own now, and Mr. Perfect with the Macho Man into the corner. Mr. Perfect has grabbed hold of him. Macho Man thrown head first into the turnbuckle. Mr. Perfect has got a hold of him now, and Mr. Perfect taking down the Macho Man again. Macho Man Randy Savage is feeling the effects. Mr. Perfect takes him down.
Yeah, keep doing it, Perfect.
There's a headbutt from Mr. Perfect. Macho Man is down. Macho Man is in some serious trouble here. There's another kick from Mr. Perfect to the Macho Man Randy Savage, who rolls back to his feet. Macho Man punches him in the face.
How is he still standing? All those hits had to be more disorienting than when my second wife left me for the Iron Snowplow.
Macho Man has taken him down. The Macho Man Randy Savage. He threatened tonight that he was going to beat Mr. Perfect so bad that they were going to need a bone saw to remove his boots from Mr. Perfect. And now, Mr. Perfect with a kick in the ribs. There's a cover.
Morbid there, aren't we?
For the 1. There's the 2. No, Mr. Perfect nearly had a Macho Man Randy Savage is cut with a knee to the face. And now Macho Man picked back up to his feet. No, Macho Man finds the counter. He scooped him up. He spins him out for a scoop slam. A body slam. Macho Man Randy Savage to the top for the Macho Man. Elbow drop.
No.
1.
Come on.
2.
Come on.
3. And in the main event of WrestleMania 8, the Macho Man has prevailed tonight, Baxter. He's done it. He's done it for all of his fans. He's done it for Elizabeth. He's done it for the World Wrestling Federation.
What has he done for the World Wrestling Federation? Ruined literally a perfect thing.
The Macho Man has done it. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and the new World Wrestling Federation World Heavyweight Champion, the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
What a travesty, ladies and gentlemen.
A fantastic victory for a fantastic main event.
What a great night of action we got here tonight, folks. A new WWF Champion crowned in the Macho Man Randy Savage. But we want to thank you all for joining us here tonight, inviting us into your homes once again. As always, your WWF broadcast team. I've been the Light of the North, Jock Maverick.
I've been the box office, Brady Baxter, baby. Thanks for joining us for WrestleMania 8. We'll see you next time.
And that was the first edition of the LSWF Time Warp Universe.